Nerdy book review time. It's Kyle here, and it's great to be back on Project Nerdy after a 2-week break for our tryout for the Friday spot. I'd like to congratulate everybody that tried out. They did an unbelievable job. All 4 were absolutely awesome. I wish we could have had all 4 as our Friday spot, but obviously we had to pick one, and through the public vote, as Danny already mentioned, Ashley won, so congrats to Ashley. I look forward to her being a part of the channel. And again, the other 3, y'all did a great job, and I hope we can find out ways to involve you more in Project Nerdy in the future. But today I'm very excited since this is Wildcard Week and we can talk about whatever we want to. I thought it was about time that I did a nerdy book review here on Project Nerdy. So today I decided to review Star Wars: The Central Chronology, the definite history of the Star Wars universe. The reason I love this book, and I should mention there's been other kind of books like this put out in the Star Wars realm of books. Every few years they put one out because there's so many new books, graphic novels, video games put out. So they kind of have to update the Star Wars history. And the reason these books are necessary is George Lucas, through his company, really controls the Star Wars universe. So anytime a book, a video game, a comic book, whatever is put out, it becomes officially part of Star Wars canon, and it can't contradict what's happened in the past. So if a character dies in one book, from then on in the future, that character is always dead. The next author can't decide, well, I don't like that the previous author killed that person off. I'm going to bring that person back to life and pretend nothing happened. It doesn't work that way in Star Wars books. And that goes along with video games, cartoons, movies. Once something happens, that becomes official Star Wars history. And because of that, books like this become necessary so you can basically keep track of all the official history. So this is very useful for people just getting started in reading Star Wars books. Because a lot of times they'll make references to certain events or characters, and if you haven't read all the books, you might be wondering, what's this reference they're getting here to? You just pull out your trusty little Star Wars encyclopedia, find the planet or event or person that's mentioned, and there you have the official history. Even somebody like me that's read probably 70 or 80 Star Wars books, I haven't read them all, and I haven't seen all the video games and TV shows, the cartoons and stuff like that. So there's elements of Star Wars history I don't know, and every once in a while I'll come across a term, planet, character that I'm unfamiliar with, pull off this little book, and I'm educated right away. It's very useful. So anybody that's interested in Star Wars, I'd encourage you to go out and find one of these little Star Wars encyclopedias. It doesn't have to necessarily be this version. There are several out there, but it's a very useful tool to have for any Star Wars fan. So that's my nerdy book review. My nerdy to pleasure of the week, I have to say, is getting started back on Project Nerdy. That might be cheating, but after 2 weeks away, this is my nerdy pleasure of the week. And then my question to viewers is, if you could create an encyclopedia of knowledge on any other series, what would you pick and why? Harry Potter, Doctor Who, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Indiana Jones, whatever. What would you create an encyclopedia for and why? Look forward to hearing your responses. And Holly, I will see you tomorrow.